Irish family, tradition isn't just remembered, it's deeply felt. In the kneading of the dough, in the rhythm of an old tune, or in the way a mother's love lingers long after she's gone.
I'm proud to carry on the traditions that my parents instilled in us.
In the kitchen at Momo's Irish Bread in Walpole, every loaf is a taste of home.
Give it a little hug, give a little blessing, yeah.
But let's rewind for a moment. It all began in a Boston kitchen long before Momo's became a business.
We had fresh bread every day, and just in case anyone walked through the door, she was always ready to have something for them with softened butter and a hot cup of tea.
Bridget Mcdana arrived in the United States from Ireland in the late 1940s.
She came over here in 1948 and soon after worked on the Jamaica Way for James Michael Curley. She was a maid and a cook for the mayor of Boston at the time.
She was the mother of 7 kids, but she never lost sight of traditions. There was always fresh bread, plump with raisins on the table.
This type of Irish bread is comparable to white bread, Wonder Bread here in the United States. Is that correct?
That's correct for our family. We had it every single day. People might have Wonder Bread with peanut butter on it. We had Irish bread with peanut butter on it, or brown bread with peanut butter on it. And we loved it, you know, still love it.
Bridget's daughter, Deirdre Welch, found herself following in her mother's footsteps after she passed in 2018. Some of the recipe remains a family secret, but I got into the kitchen.
This is truly a labor of love right here.
At first, Deirdre baked just for family and friends as a way to keep her mother's memory close. But word spread fast, and Deirdre's baking never slowed.
I decided to get my retail license and sell it at the Walpole Farmers Market in the summer of 2021, which was a lot of fun. And in the fall of 2021, a friend of mine opened a shop in West Roxbury and asked me to sell it from her shop.
That shop is Pretty Moon Mercantile. The gift store, owned by first-generation Irish-American Anne-Marie Staunton, is its own kind of tribute to another mother, another legacy.
Pretty moon, shining up there.
Anne-Marie decided to honor her mother, an Irish immigrant, in the best way she knew how.
She always used to say this poem, Pretty Moon, to me, and she would sing it after a few drinks. People would always say to her, Celia, sing Pretty Moon, sing Pretty Moon. So after she passed, we thought that was like a fitting name for the store in her name.
And among the cookbooks, ornaments, and baby clothes drifts the smell of fresh bread.
It's just been the best product we've had here. It's our #1 seller. So if people come in for a gift, they always grab an Irish bread. And it's been a lot of fun to connect in that way.
Anne-Marie has trouble keeping it on the shelf.
It's the best around, so I always get it. My wife and I enjoy it.
I actually purchased 2 loaves last week just to send to someone that I know enjoys it.
One of her regulars is her dad, Sean Staunton, who runs the Irish Social Club 2 doors down the block.
It is a thick-seated Irish community.
Founded in 1945, the Social Club's membership today stands at about 500, a stark difference from the thousands years ago.
This is our 80th year, so even though it's been here since 1980, and at that time there was about 12,000 members. As time rolls on, the younger generation, it'd rather go to the local pubs and guys meet girls and girls meet guys.
Sean is working hard to make sure the next generation stays connected to the music, to the gatherings, and to the spirit of it all.
We started what we call a pub night. We have 1 musician, sometimes 2, and they're catching on. It's fantastic to see the Irish people coming together all the time and like not drifting apart.
Sean said one of the reasons membership in the social club used to be so high is because airlines offered charter flights to Ireland that were inexpensive. Club members could put their name in for a flight. Unfortunately, those deals don't happen anymore. And back to the Irish bread. Momo is a term people use for grandmothers in Ireland. In addition to Pretty Moon Mercantile, you can also find her bread at Powysett Farm store in Dover.